I'm Arnagretta Hunter. I'm a cardiologist and physician. I'm based in Canberra on Ngunnawal country in Australia. The choices in terms of our kitchen and our cooking can have tremendous advantages for both the health of our family and for our carbon pollution. PM 2.5 comes from the burning of things like methane from our natural gas cooking and heating appliances. So the air pollution that builds up from burning gas can be quite a significant thing from a health perspective. Air pollution inside the home is associated with a couple of different medical conditions, and we know that there is a relationship between childhood asthma and the burning of fossil fuels like gas in our home. So induction cooktops have a variety of significant advantages in terms of the occupational health and safety in our own home. It doesn't have any significant health impact. There's no air pollution associated with induction. Induction cooking is remarkably quick and responsive, so it's a beautiful technology for people who enjoy cooking. We see a fairly direct relationship between the amount of energy going in to heat the appliance and the heating effect. It's a remarkably efficient way to cook. So induction cooktops also have advantages when we've got small children or older people in our environments at home. The surfaces themselves are much less hot. When you remove the pan, the surface returns to a normal room temperature quite quickly. So some of those incidental burns that can take place in a kitchen, particularly around gas cooking or the old-fashioned ceramic electric cooking, are much less likely to occur in the context of induction. Many people around our country have a pacemaker in place for all sorts of different cardiac conditions. The literature that's available implies that there's a theoretical risk associated with some older style pacemakers that are much less common in our current population around the distance between the magnet, which is part of the induction stovetop, and the pacemaker. I can't find a single case report associating induction cooktop with something bad happening from a pacemaker perspective. I think that means people with pacemakers can still very comfortably use an induction stovetop, but if there are any questions about that, it's worthwhile checking either with the pacemaker manufacturer or with your cardiologist. What we should be doing now is talking about how to support each other in a transition away from the burning of fossil fuels, particularly at home. There's financial support that's available, and this is helping people to plan proactively to decarbonise their lives. For people who are either renting or who are finding those extra dollars each week are hard to find, there are lots of potential options that are available. It's possible to buy some electric cookware to move away from using a gas stove, so rather than replacing it itself, maybe purchasing an electric fry pan or a standalone induction top. Looking through our fantastic and growing second-hand market. So induction cooking, it requires the bottom part of the pot to be magnetic. So if you have a magnet and it sticks to the bottom of the pot, it is hardly likely to work on an induction stovetop. So there might already be a number of pots and pans in your kitchen which are suitable to use with induction. We know that already through the events that we've seen in the last 5 years, that the changing climate will have an impact on our health and well-being. If we can reduce the fossil fuel air pollution exposure in our kitchen, that has an immediate benefit, as well as that long-term benefit in terms of carbon mitigation. We don't have to do it all at once. I know how hard these decisions can be, but it's also tremendously rewarding. I really enjoy cooking, and I find induction is one of the most rewarding ways to create a fantastic meal for my family. And aiming for a fully electric kitchen in the future is a really good thing for both our health and for the planet.